Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today I just wanted to talk about a fun experience that I had. A few weeks ago I went to a place called Dynamic Daylilies, and it was so much fun. It was just something, it wasn't something that I planned on stopping at, but it was along the side of the highway in the Beamsville area, if you're from the Ontario area. I'll post a link to the website below. There's going to be a lot more photos because when I was there, I didn't think about taking so many photos. I took one, and I'll show you right now. It was really cool. They hybridize daylilies there. They do it on their own. I guess it started as a hobby, turned into a business. So they're open for sale between July and August when daylilies bloom, and everything's planted in the ground. It's just basically you're walking through somebody's garden and you pick out the ones that you like, and they dig them up for you and bag them up and you bring them home. And the prices are reasonable. Most of them are around $20, and it's just a lot of fun. We were there for at least an hour, just strolling through, looking at them, and everyone seemed to be a little bit different. They're all hybridized. Many of them aren't named, so actually the ones that I bought all are not named. They do have a bunch of named varieties as well, but they usually cost more. But yeah, super fun experience. I think that more places should be like this, where you go in and the plants are growing and you dig them up and you pay for them and you get a nice kind of mature plant. I think hostas would be wonderful that way, so that you can actually see how they're going to grow. The one thing I don't like about daylilies is they don't flower for very long, and when your clump is small, it seems like they're over in a week. But as they mature and the clump gets bigger, you tend to get a longer flowering time, and it can last up to 2 months if you're really lucky, usually more like 4 weeks. But it also depends on the daylily. Some of them are like the Stellodoro, will bloom all the way till frost, but most daylilies aren't like that. So anyway, let's just see what I bought. I bought 4 different plants. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've seen some of them already, and yeah, let's just look at them. So this one here is one of my favorites. Again, not named. It's very, very red. I really enjoyed this. It kind of called me from the other side of the garden. I'm like, what is that red spot? So I really like this. It's about 8:15 in the morning. So they're just starting to open up. So hopefully you get a good view of them. Many of them had like flecking on the petals and whatnot, but you go through and you pick the ones that you like. And I was trying to find the ones with the most clean flowers. Again, there was thousands. So check the website down below and see what you think of the place. So this one was 2 plants for $20, but 3, sorry. So I feel like it's a good deal. If I was to buy these at the garden center, they would have been about that price for only 1 piece. This one here is one of my favorites. I guess I can't really see it from this angle. It's a beautiful small, I'm going to say peachy color, and it's tiny, and it looks like it was very prolific. At the gardens, there was just huge clumps of them and just masses of flowers. So I think that this one's a really prolific grower and bloomer. So I'm really excited about this one. The flowers are tall. These ones are about 3 feet tall, maybe 3.5 feet tall. So I'll have this in the back and have it kind of back behind everything else, so the flowers just stand up, and then I don't have to look at the icky leaves. The leaves, when they're not in bloom, kind of look like grass. And again, this clump is huge. Again, $20. You can't really beat that price for that size of a clump. Again, it's kind of like going to somebody's garden and just getting them from a friend. It was a really fun experience. They dig them up for you. Over here is another one. This one is really cool. I really love the ruffled petals. They're so pretty. I'm not a daylily expert by no means, but I do know what I like. This clump is a little bit smaller than the last one, but still a good size. This is really moist back here. I hope that they do well. Eventually, these aren't going to be staying here. When I do a garden, let's look over here. I'm going to be doing gardens along the deck and around by the hot tub, and I think I'm going to put the daylilies over there. It'll be a little bit more dry, still moist, but more dry than back here. So I'm going to do that in the fall, so hopefully I can dig them up and put them there a little later on. And then the other one is over here. I don't have any flowers out, but I'll show you down below, or maybe I'll just do the whole image. This one's a really, really pretty one as well. They look really, really healthy. I was told to water them really, really well for a few weeks until they establish themselves, and I will get a couple of yellowing leaves I was assured of, but they will come through. And here again, it stays kind of moist, so I don't need to water every day. Know your area. People will say water them in really, really heavily, but you need to know if you're in a marshier area, you don't need to water it as often. As long as the soil stays very, very moist, you're good. Just don't let them dry out too much. They're trying to develop new roots, so they need the moisture. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, check out the website down below. There's not a lot going on, but I think it's a fun place to go visit if you're in the area. They're only open between July and August, or yeah, in July and August. So definitely a fun experience. Even if you don't buy anything, it's really, really pretty to take some photos. Again, I didn't take very many photos, but I was just in awe of everything. Anyway, until next time, you guys, happy growing.